Well, never mind the conspiracy theorists. If, and it is a big if, money has changed hands, then what's it worth anyway once the game has kicked off? After all, nobody's paying anybody to lose here. It's tough though on the Milan side, who'll be scrutinised for too much or too little apparent effort. Certainly their lineup is as strong as could be. Costa Curta injured, otherwise little surprise. Leonardo picked to accompany Bierhoff and Shevchenko up front. Vida, despite his Ellen Road calamity, back in goal. No AC Milan team has ever lost at home to English opponents. No Leeds team has ever won in Italy, and this one's chances of doing so are significantly reduced by the injuries to which it's become routine to refer. At least with Jonathan Woodgate now out, Lucas Radeby returns, though neither he nor Mills is entirely fit. Dominic Matteo returns to midfield. The referee won't be a stranger to you. Deep breath, it's Kim Milton-Nielsen. 1 point. One single solitary point. Perhaps one of the two hijacked by Rivaldo at Ellen Road a fortnight back. Leeds need a draw. David Peake, are they up to it?
Well, I just hope they don't get caught between two stools this evening. They mustn't sit too deep and defend on the back foot, because eventually there's a good chance they'll crack. They've got to try and play their normal game, but play it with that little bit of restraint. You're asking a lot of a relatively inexperienced team. All our hopes are with them. It's going to be very fascinating, particularly the first half hour.
Dini for Serginho. Kelly's come to close him down. Serginho is smart on the ball there. He runs away from Kelly and runs at Bojan. He's got between the pair of them. That's brilliant by Serginho, and Kelly pulled him back and will at best get away with a ticking off from Kim Milton-Nielsen. This guy looks smart.
I'm told that last year he absolutely destroyed Chelsea down the left-hand side. I think it was Petrescu who was trying to contain him at that time, and he didn't have a very good evening. But Serginho looks as though he's got that almost, I should say, typical Brazilian feeling for the ball and wanting to run with it and go at people.
Lifted in by Albertini dangerously and with pace. Flashed across goal. Shevchenko unable to apply a touch. 7 European goals this season already for him. He's scored in 9 out of 12 competitive games for Milan this year so far.
Well, I don't think he was aiming for goal. I think he was aiming and hoping that a colleague would get the merest of touches.
Here's Olivier Dacour. Caught in possession by Gattuso. Hearts in a terribly tight cul-de-sac there, and there wasn't even enough space for a three-point turn. Albertini's taken the throw-in quickly. Bierhoff's onto it. Oh, the back header by Hart was not his best idea.
Well, it would have been a brilliant reaction from Bierhoff if that ball would have spiralled over Robinson. But it came after a little bit of edgy play on the left. Hart conceding a throw-in after clever shielding by Leonardo on that side. Here we see the header go back.
Hart. Backer. And again Hart, the flag is up. Of course, AC Milan in a much more relaxed position than they were a year ago, when partly as a result of Chelsea's 1-1 draw here, they found themselves going into match day 6 playing for a place in the UEFA Cup and failing even to achieve that. Finished bottom of their first phase group then, which was simply unacceptable. Here's Albertini for them now. Right by Leonardo. Serginho. And back from Bierhoff. And Serginho again. And Kelly challenged. It was hands. It's a penalty. Gary Kelly's view is that it was ball to hand. But Kim Milton-Nielsen will take no note of his protestations.
Well, he was so close. He was terribly unlucky, but Kim Nielsen made a point that he raised that left elbow, and when the ball struck his hand, it was his right hand actually,